During a mission, a soldier had both of his arms blown off, but he wasn't the least bit upset, because scientists had fitted him with a prosthetic arm which not only integrated seamlessly with his body but also felt incredibly realistic to the touch. Even more impressive, the carbon fiber muscles were astonishingly strong. He could easily crush a marble with just a squeeze. During the testing, the soldier picked up a handful of sand and let countless grains slip through his fingers. The sensation was so lifelike it was hard to believe it wasn't real, but the soldier seemed unsatisfied. He asked his superiors if he could feel the hand of his female assistant just to experience the sensation of touching actual skin. The doctor cautioned him, warning that he hadn't fully adjusted yet and if he wasn't careful he might hurt her. The assistant, hearing this, placed her hand in his. At first the soldier just lightly touched her hand, showing no unusual reactions. But suddenly he stood up, pulled the assistant into a dance, and then, using the opportunity, carried her to a corner. He whispered something to her and the assistant, hearing his words, was left in shock. Once everyone had left, the assistant accessed the base's control system, hoping to uncover some secrets. It turned out the soldier had sent a distress signal earlier, but Lisa didn't have the clearance to access the files, so she drove to the facility herself. At the core of the base, several soldiers were guarding the area. Lisa snuck in when they were distracted, but what she saw inside stunned her. The place was holding soldiers. They looked no different from prisoners. That night, while alone with the doctor, Lisa told him everything she had discovered. The doctor advised her to stay out of it, as the true mastermind behind it all was General John. John was casually smoking a cigarette, watching a video his subordinates had sent him. Only when he saw Lisa being shot and killed did he seem satisfied. And then he left. The next day, John pinned Lisa's death on enemy agents, claiming they were attempting to assassinate scientists. The doctor, believing his words, said nothing further. By then he had a plan. He decided to recreate Lisa's body, turning her into a robot. This way, unlike a cyborg, there wouldn't be any adverse reactions. At this point, Lisa was just an empty shell. The doctor stored Lisa's consciousness in a mechanical brain, then placed the brain into the control core. After the core fully integrated, the doctor picked up a scalpel, cut through the protective layer on the robot's surface and peeled it back. Looking at his creation, the doctor smiled with satisfaction. The next day, the doctor found the android hiding under the table, looking like a child who had done something wrong. What he didn't expect was that the robot had become indistinguishable from a real human. When he discovered that the doctor's daughter was sick, the robot tried to smile to comfort him. John demanded that the doctor remove the android's consciousness chip, as he needed a killing machine, not a sentient being. With the robot's new awareness, it could replicate itself using its learning abilities, posing a huge threat to humanity. He then used the doctor's daughter as leverage, threatening to harm her unless the chip was removed. The doctor had no choice but to place the android on the operating table, open its control core, and despite the robot begging for mercy, he removed the consciousness chip. Afterward, the doctor reported the situation to John, but to his surprise, John locked him up. Soon after, the scientist realized that what was removed from the android wasn't the consciousness chip, but only a positioning device. The doctor had never actually removed the chip. John, in disbelief, accessed the surveillance footage, and the android appeared to smile eerily. It turned out everything had been a deception on her part.